1982 was packed with new wave crossovers, arena rock anthems, and MTV-driven guitar hooks. But some of its biggest hits have slipped from daily playlists, even though everyone knew them then. Here are 10 forgotten hits from 1982 that once ruled the airwaves and deserve another listen. Number 10, Rock the Casbah by The Clash. Stirring out of the chaos of early 1980s Britain, The Clash found themselves arriving in American living rooms with a smash that echoed far beyond punk's boundaries. Rock the Casbah stood as their highest-peaking single in the United States, reaching number 8 on the charts in 1982. Thanks in part to a colorful and irreverent video on heavy MTV rotation. Produced by band member Mick Jones and Glyn Johns, this single paired rollicking piano lines with a satirical spirit, broadening the band's legacy beyond their earlier rougher edges. Despite its ubiquity that summer, the track's radio presence faded as newer British and American acts dominated playlists, and The Clash never replicated this level of mainstream impact. Still, whenever a movie or commercial revives its infectious groove, listeners are reminded of its defiant original context, a rare example of punk's crossover into global pop consciousness. Number 9, Rosanna by Toto. Inside legendary Los Angeles studios, session aces crafted meticulous pop in the early 1980s, and Toto's work was the epitome of this artistry. Rosanna was released ahead of the band's Grammy-winning Toto 4 album and hit number 2 on the charts in 1982, their biggest U.S. single until Africa. With its intricate rhythms and the unmistakable shuffle courtesy of drummer Jeff Porcaro, this song once made regular appearances on car radios and mall speakers nationwide. Despite its monstrous success, including Record of the Year at the Grammys, shifting trends and new waves in popular taste let the track gradually slip off mainstream playlists. Today, musicians still name-check its legendary drum pattern, and astute listeners can spot Rosanna resurfacing in nostalgic playlists or late-night TV features. A reminder that pure studio craftsmanship defined this era's airwaves. Number 8, Hold Me by Fleetwood Mac. When Fleetwood Mac came together in French recording studios for the Mirage album, their chemistry remained electric despite tabloid scrutiny and ever-changing musical tides. Hold Me led the album's singles, peaking at number 4 on the charts in 1982. Produced with rich harmonies from Christine McVie and Lindsey Buckingham, the song's glossy veneer perfectly captured the era's polished radio sound. At the time, its surreal, desert-themed music video was a mainstay on MTV, giving the group an early boost in the nascent video age. But as the decade moved on and band members explored solo ventures, this single gradually receded from classic rock radio, eclipsed by the group's bigger hits and evolving sounds. Periodically rediscovered by fans, compiling deep dive playlists, it now stands as a subtle bridge between 1970s folk rock and the synthesizer-tinged pop of the 1980s. Number 7. Heat of the Moment by Asia. Forged in the aftermath of several progressive rock bands, Asia assembled a supergroup aura and channeled it into catchy, radio-friendly tunes, with Heat of the Moment leading the charge.
It was the heat of the moment, telling me what.
Released through Geffen Records, this single soared to number 4 on the charts in 1982 and solidified Asia's album as one of the year's bestsellers. Its prominent guitar riff and anthemic chorus gave the decade a stadium classic. Yet the band's sound quickly became associated with a narrow slice of 1980s rock nostalgia. As newer musical trends swept in, the song largely disappeared from rotation, kept alive by fans of arena rock and 1980s coming-of-age films.
What were the things you wanted for yourself?
Every so often, it resurfaces as a sports arena staple or comedic needle drop in a movie, proving that the original energy that sent it racing up the countdown still lingers in the culture's collective memory. Number 6. Hungry Like the Wolf by Duran.
Come on, let's see you move!
In London's rapidly changing early 1980s music scene, Duran took advantage of the MTV revolution, pairing striking visuals with infectious synth grooves. Released in May 1982, Hungry Like the Wolf swiftly climbed to number 3 on the charts, driven by a lavish, cinematic video shot in Sri Lanka that became iconic on both sides of the Atlantic. Nick Rhodes's production gave the song a polished sheen that defined its era and helped set the band's template for global stardom. Despite this meteoric run, the single gradually slipped off mainstream rock playlists as new waves shifted and other hits from Duran's catalog took center stage. Still, in moments when the track soundtracks a retro night or advertising spot, its potent danceability and unique flair are unmistakable reminders of its original pop power. Let's take a quick pause before we hit the final 5. Which of these tracks brought a memory rushing back? Did one surprise you, or have you been playing it for years without knowing who sang it? What's your personal pick for the most overlooked hit of 1982? Number 5. Only the Lonely by the Motels.
We lie about each other's strengths. We live.
Hollywood's moody after-hours backdrop is practically encoded into the DNA of the Motels' breakthrough single, which charted at number 9 on the charts in 1982.
It's like I told you, only the lonely can play.
Martha Davis's evocative performance, paired with producer Val Garay's shimmering studio touch, captured a wave of sophisticated new wave balladry that was a hallmark of the era. Music channels played its noir-inspired video endlessly, but as the big hair and neon faded from fashion, the song likewise drifted out of sight, quietly omitted from many greatest hits retrospectives. Even so, its haunting arrangement continues to surface in film soundtracks and television nostalgia marathons, echoing the moment when the band briefly commanded a national stage. For those attuned to the subtler shades of 1980s pop rock, this band's signature single still offers an atmospheric window into the dreamier side of early decade radio. Number 4. Twilight Zone by Golden Earring. A burst of Dutch ingenuity powered Golden Earring's Twilight Zone into American playlists, peaking at number 10 on the charts in 1982. Produced by George Kooymans, the single's moody narrative and pulsing bass secured steady video airplay thanks to an ambitious, nearly cinematic music video that became an early staple for MTV watchers. Yet, as synth pop and American rock acts started to dominate, the eerie riffs and spy thriller overtones slowly faded from mainstream radio. The song's unique storytelling, however, has kept it sneaking into movie sequences and retro radio blocks, a faint echo of the international leap it made during this vibrant period. For listeners searching beyond the obvious 1980s rock crowd pleasers, this Dutch band's pulse-pounding entry remains a time capsule of the era's more shadowy and sophisticated side. Number 3, Dirty Laundry by Don Henley. Stepping out from the shadow of his legendary band, Don Henley crafted a biting solo debut with Dirty Laundry, which seized hold of radio dials and soared to number 3 on the charts in 1982. Produced in part with Danny Korchmar, the single fused Henley's knack for melody with urgent, topical commentary, backed by some of Los Angeles' most skilled session players. For a while, the song's punchy rhythm and sharp edge ensured constant airplay. But as Henley's solo catalog grew and musical fashions changed, this single quietly slid back from mainstream prominence. Still, whenever a film or TV show wants to evoke a certain brand of media critique or 1980s cynicism, the track is a go-to cue. Its combination of pointed critique and hands-on production continues to attract fans and music historians seeking to revisit the period's more incisive pop moments. Number 2, Hurt So Good by John Cougar. Fresh off a name change and armed with an everyman sensibility, John Cougar captured the heartland's pulse in a summer anthem that climbed to number 2 on the charts in 1982, just behind some of the year's most enduring singles. Produced by Don Gaiman, the hit blended muscular guitar licks with a radio-friendly hook that defined American rock's raucous spirit at the dawn of MTV. Yet in the years that followed, as John Cougar shifted both style and moniker, this song lost ground to his other blockbuster singles on playlists and classic rock countdowns. Despite slipping out of constant rotation, bar bands and car commercials still revive its energy, preserving the working-class appeal and foot-stomping attitude that fueled its initial popularity. For those who dig a bit deeper, this hit is a touchstone of a very specific denim-clad corner of the early 1980s. Number 1, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Few studio phone calls in rock history are as legendary as the one from Sylvester Stallone, who commissioned Survivor to write a theme for Rocky III in 1982. The result, Eye of the Tiger, instantly seized number 1 on the charts and held fast for 6 straight weeks. Produced by Frankie Sullivan and Jim Peterick, this high-octane anthem became synonymous with cinematic training montages and sports hype reels everywhere. Its fame, however, brought a peculiar type of overexposure. The track's very omnipresence pushed it off many contemporary playlists, and gradually it was reserved for parody or motivational spoofs rather than daily radio. Still, the unmistakable guitar intro guarantees instant recognition, and for a moment in the early 1980s, this single was not only a rock staple but a bona fide pop culture milestone that's never truly lost its punch.